So I get asked occasionally, how soon can we start painting after pressure wash? And it really depends. We need the surface to be dry. And so what I'm looking for is a moisture content of 18% or less. Some of our stains for raw wood, 21, 22% or less. So I'm from Northeast Ohio. We would have to wash a house one day, and hopefully in the next 2 days it doesn't rain again. And then we can start painting on the third day. But I'm going to pour some water on here to give you an idea. This is a nice sunny day, and we'll see how long that takes to dry. But the only true way to know is pull out our moisture meter. We got a moisture meter in every truck and every trailer, and we need to stick the moisture meter in the cracks because I'm worried about what's the moisture content on the raw stucco underneath the paint. We're always going to check moisture content of raw wood. So if you've got semi-transparent finishes, or we've got an area where you had to scrape and sand down to bare wood, we need to know the moisture content of that. So no primer is applied until the moisture content is 18% or less. No caulking or repair or patch is put in any cracks until that moisture content is 18% or less. And so we're about 45 seconds right now. As you can see, it's starting to dry. I bet within the next minute the paint is totally dry where the water's on the paint, but I'm really concerned about that crack. So the only way we can tell, get out the moisture meter. It's got two metal probes. We stick it in the crack. If it's wood, we're going to actually press it into the wood. It makes a couple little tiny holes in there, and we're checking the moisture content inside there. Once it's good to go, we're good to go. So what we find is 6 months of the year here, we can pressure wash a house, and about 2 hours later, 3 hours later, 4 hours tops, we'll get zero moisture content in any raw wood or cracks. Now those winter cooler months, we're probably not doing any caulking, any repairing, or any priming on those days because it's slower drying because the temperature's cooler. We may not have as much sun. So we're always going to make sure with the moisture meter. I can tell you in Ohio, when we'd show up to do the house, because the humidity was always 60 to 90%, the moisture content was already against us. It was already typically 18 to 25% before we even washed. And then we pressure wash and drive that moisture content to 100%. Here, the moisture is being pulled away from the surface in a high humidity climate like that, where it's 60 to 90% humidity. The wood or the masonry is actually pulling the humidity out of the air into the surface. Here it's going the other way. So we're at just a little over 2 minutes, and the paint is totally dry visibly, but it may not be into the crack, but I bet within 2 hours it would, and I really kind of soaked that. Now we do get it a lot wetter with a pressure washer, but the moisture meter is not going to lie. It's going to tell us when we're safe to go.